Hi everybody, this is Jason, the Science Outreach Manager and Life Science Educator here at the Children's Museum Houston. Right now I'm in the Invention Convention area in the Inventors Workshop, and I'm going to make a really fun activity called a paper bot. And this activity is being brought to you by the good people at Chevron. So let's go ahead and talk about all the things it takes to make a paper bot. So to make the paper bot, you're gonna need some kind of paper. This is origami paper. You can use whatever you want. You're gonna need some kind of motor. These are cell phone motors. Again, if you find a different type of motor that works, use it. Battery of some sort. These are coin cell batteries. Again, different type of motor, you'll figure it out. These eyes here help give the paper bot some personality. Use some markers to draw things in if you want. And really the tape and the scissors are mainly to secure the battery to the motor's conductors, but you can figure out another way out not using these. And these right here, these are little wire strippers in case you need a bit more exposed wire. What are robots? Robots are autonomous machines, which means they do things without us having to be around. Think about those little vacuum cleaners that move around your house when you're even not home. You just press the power button, it starts to move, it bumps into something, and it changes direction, but it keeps on moving. That is a robot. So this right here is a paper bot I already made. It's an origami paper bot, so I used origami paper. Keep that in mind, you're making a paper bot, so you're gonna wanna use some type of paper to create some sort of design. What I created was an origami of a cat. What is origami? Origami is the Japanese art of folding, so you fold small pieces of paper into recognizable things like this cat right here. Now I added some stuff. I put some googly eyes, I drew in a little cat nose and whiskers and little cat teeth. The one thing that's not happening though right now is it's not moving. It's a robot, so it should move. It's autonomous. It should move without me having to do anything. Think about those little vacuum cleaner robots that people use in their homes. They turn that thing on and off it goes, and when it bumps into a couch, it just changes direction and goes another way. That is a robot. So there are robots everywhere in our lives. All we have to do to make this origami cat move is use a type of motor to vibrate it. And let me show you that type of motor. With that type of motor, I'm also going to show you a circuit. So I'm going to move my little cat out of the way. I'm going to bring my motor in. Right there's my motor. And I'm going to bring a coin battery in. This little motor right here is the same motor that you would find inside your cell phone. When your cell phone vibrates, it's because of this motor. Now, we're going to make a circuit. The load of the circuit is actually the motor body right here. These two wires, this blue and red wire, those are the conductors, and this battery is the power source. Now, what's the cool thing about motors is you don't have to worry about where you put the negative and positive. All it will do is make the motor turn one way or the other. So we want to test this first. So we're going to go ahead and pull it up. I'm going to put one exposed wire on the negative side, positive side, and one on the negative side. And you can see that the motor is now moving about. It's vibrating around. So when I attach the battery to my origami cat, it should do the same thing. So let's go ahead and try that out and see what happens. So here's my origami cat. I'm going to put one wire on the positive side, one wire on the negative side, and you can see it's vibrating. But I'm holding on to it, so that's not really fair. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to remove the battery for a moment and it stops vibrating, and I'm going to add some tape to it so that I can let it go and see what happens. And then I'm going to add the blue wire, and you can see it's starting to move around. Oops. Sometimes it's a little tricky. You got to get it right on. And you can see it bouncing around. And sometimes you just gotta press it down. So you're gonna have to really play around with it sometimes to make it work, but you can see it clearly moving around now. And you don't have to put the wire where I put it, the motor where I put it, the tape where I put it, anything. You can do whatever you want. But you do want it to bounce around like this and have the essence of moving. So, what is origami? Origami is the Japanese art of folding paper into recognizable forms, like a cat, or a dog, or a goose. You saw my little origami cat in action. You saw it bouncing around, vibrating about, going around this way, doing its thing. You might be thinking to yourself, how do you fold an origami cat? Well, I can show you. I'm going to move it out of the way so you can see this piece of origami paper. Now, origami paper is specifically designed to make origami designs. Now remember, origami is the Japanese art of folding. You don't have to use origami paper, it's just the best. You can actually just cut a square out if you want from any type of paper and do it. So I'm going to go step by step and show you how to make an origami cat. Step 1, you're going to flip it over to this side and you're going to go from one corner to the next and fold. You're going to fold it like that, like a little triangle. Step 2, you're going to fold it again like this. And then you're going to unfold it and have it facing you this way. Okay, so that arrow needs to face me. Step 3, you're going to go ahead and fold one part down like this. And then fold it back up. And you'll see a fold right here that you're going to need in a moment. Step 4, you're going to go ahead and fold the top down to that line we made, that fold we made, and fold right there. Okay? And you're going to leave that fold there. Now step 5, you're going to fold this up like that, and this up. Well, this is where it gets a little hard. Sometimes I do it this way, just so you can see it. It folds a little better this way first. But you want it on the other side. So what it does is you fold it this way, you get the line you need, but then unfold it, bring it to this side, and then you fold it up to the line you need. Okay, so then you have that, like that, and then the final step is you just take this piece right here and you fold it up, just like that. And that's going to hold everything. And then when you turn it around, you have a little cat shape, right there. Let me just get the folds a little better so you can see everything. And there you go, little cat shape. And then you can add eyes, draw in the mouth, all that. But that's all up to you. Remember, this is making, so you make it the way you want it to make it look. Wasn't that fun? Now remember, you do not have to use origami paper. You can use construction paper, cardstock, printer paper, whatever you want. Combinations of all of those to make your paper body. It doesn't have to be flat. It can be 3D, it can be standing. It can be anything you want. That's the glory of making. Just remember, you don't want to use too many different materials. So you want to use paper, some tape, try to get everything together like that, and then figure out where to put that motor to make it start to move around. Now, if you make a paper bot, I would really like to see it. We have all the social media sites. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram. Take a picture of your making project, your creation, your paper bot, and we will post it up. We'll like it, we'll love it, it'll be great. If you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. That way you will get notifications when we have more making projects going up, science activities, Mr. O's, oh wow moments, our story times, and all of our cool tater tots tot tunes. With that, I am going to say my farewells right now. I am Jason. Once again, I am in the Inventor's Workshop. This was brought to you by Chevron. I hope you're having a good day. I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.